we're coming. All right, this is much better. That's what I was looking for. No. All right, here we are again. Welcome to movie news for this week. I hope y'all having a good day. Movie news is what I want. All right, let's see here. Make sure we got that going. All right, here's the chat. Put some chats if you want. All right, here we go. Okay, so movie news. We're gonna get to some topics today. I'm sure all of you want to hear some of the stuff I've been hearing. And I'm like, no. So this is what we got for today. We're gonna be talking about Spider-Man and Sony. What the heck? What's going on over there? And why would Sony want to sell Spider-Man? All right. Then we got Krypton sci-fi canceled. What? I saw the trailer on this thing, man. That's messed up. Let's see. RAMBO 5. You know what I was thinking just earlier today? I think they're just trying to make they're trying to live up to Back to the Future's predictions. There's a RAMBO 5 on that, or one of those movies. And then you got YouTube Red, about to be free for everybody. All right. Oh, what can I say? All right, let's go to the big box office. Box office gross. Daily box office. Let's see what's going on, guys. Daily box office. Okay. We'll come back to these topics later. Let's just get back to this. Can you guys see this? Okay, good. Yeah. Except that this one is a little bit too big. Okay, so this is what we got for the box office hits. We got Good Boys, Ready or Not, The Lion King, Fast and Furious presents Angry, Scary, Once. So we're just gonna run out to the top 10 and maybe look at the lesser ones. Then we're gonna get into the topics of today. All right, hold on. To the topics. Alright. Okay. So, we got Angry Birds. Alright, so top number 1, Good Boys. I heard good things about this movie. And like I was saying, I was talking about in my previous show, that it reminds me of Stand By Me with Jerry O'Connell, one of the Corey brothers, or both of the Corey guys. So, yeah, you know, whatever, right? So this movie actually has done quite well. Gross-wise, I think it's above 100 million, which is great. Anyways, Good Boys is a good one. Then we got Ready or Not. I might watch The Good Boys, and I think it just has to do with growing up. Anyways, Ready or Not. That one, you know what? I think that's new. The Lion King is still up there, number 3. Google. Let's try to see this one. Ready or Not movie. I'm not really movie. Sounds like a 80s flick. Ready or Not. It's a comedy. Alright, I can take that. I like it. I like it better than the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That one's too much for me. I wouldn't even touch that one. Anyways. Alright, so then we got The Lion King, and I think it's a good movie. I think they made it pretty... Oh, look at this. Jeez. $499 million? $501 million? Is that the total for The Lion King? Wait a minute. No. I think they're at $1 billion. Yeah, something's wrong with this one. I don't know what this is down here. Anyways, Fast and Furious presents Charles and Hobbs. The Angry Birds movie 2. Wow, still holding up there in the top 5. I'm impressed. I didn't even see the first one. I didn't even think it was... I'm not sure if it was even any good. I didn't hear much fuzz about it. Then you got Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I can't believe that thing is still going. 43 million. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, now that one's good. I haven't even seen it. I just seen some parts of it, and I have to say I love it. I like it. It's very thought-provoking. Let's see. Then we got Once Upon a Time. And then we got Dora and the Lost City. I can't believe that's still in the top 10. 4 to 7 meters down, uncaged. 47 meters down? I don't even know what that's about. 47 meters down, uncaged. What was that movie? Oh, it's the shark one. Eesh. I would still watch it. It's not that bad. I've seen a shark movie before. The Art of Racing in the Rain. Wow, it's still top 10. Cool. Yeah, I heard some good stuff about that one. Where'd you go, Bernadette? I don't even know what that is. Spider-Man. Alright. You know, From Home until number 11. Alright, let's get into the news. Spider-Man, number 11. Alright. I think it's a good time to get into the news. So like I said, we're going to talk about these categories. One of them is Spider-Man From Home. Yes. Spider-Man Far From Home. 377 million so far. When it came out, it gross 159 by the end of the weekend. Well, that's not too bad. Alright, so let's get into this. What's going on? I heard a lot of rumors. And some of the rumors are justified, and some of them are kind of like, I don't know about that. So, the rumor is that Sony and Disney are trying to make a deal, right? And the deal is like 50-50, 70-30, 30-70, 30-40, 40-60. And I'm not sure what's going on with that and who's trying to make the most profit. Now, I heard that Sony actually bought the rights to Spider-Man from Marvel back when Marvel was going bankrupt. And I think they bought it for $5 million. Don't quote me on that, but I think I heard that. And I wouldn't be surprised, if you're going bankrupt and somebody comes and offers you $5 million. Yeah, sure. But you don't think much of it. I mean, nobody even knew that the whole MCU universe would even be that big of a deal now. So that's where we're at with the from what I'm hearing. Now, Disney is probably wanting 50-50 or 30-70. That means 70 for Disney just to use Spider-Man, and Sony is only going to get 30%. The thing is, though, as far as I've noticed, Disney has kind of destroyed some stuff. I don't I don't know, I mean, they're even, aren't they going to also do like Deadpool? You guys been hearing about this stuff? And Deadpool is like supposedly rated R, but Disney might make it PG-13. And that's not right because it's not going to go well. I mean, Deadpool is rated R. And I think with Spider-Man, even though it seems like it's PG-13, Spider-Man can get gruesome and can be rated R. And so I heard it was like they're at a standoff tonight, or it was over tonight. Spider-Man swings back to Sony, unraveling dispute between Sony and Marvel turns fans into foe. To fools. I don't know. So it's very complicated. And from this news, I also heard something to do with the toys. Some of us may not think it's a big deal, but it is. It is a big deal. Toys, I think somebody said that George Lucas, when he sold Star Wars to Disney, he didn't sell the rights to the toys. That's pretty smart, because I did not know that. So I think Sony may want the rights to the toys, and Disney doesn't want to do that, or Disney wants this much. So I don't know. I mean, if it's on a contract and they stipulate that from now on Sony will only get 30%, and Disney can use the rights of Spider-Man as they wish for how many years, then it's a big deal. Because what if Disney uses Spider-Man and ruins Spider-Man? I mean, they're not doing too well with the Star Wars series. Sure, it's making millions and millions, but it's not that good. It's not as good as it was before. I don't know how long it'll last, but I haven't watched any of the previous ones as many. I think I saw the first one where Han Solo was killed. I was like, nah, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't even put up a fight. Any case, the point is that I don't think that Sony should give 70%. They should at least go down to 40%. 50-50, sure. But 40, okay, yes, I can accept that because I know Disney's going to put up all the money for production. So they're going to do all the legwork. But still, you know, it's a tough call. So we can go into reading some of this articles. Spider-Man disputing Sony draws fans into Sony, who has more to lose. Spider-Man swings back to Sony unraveling 6 hours ago. Spider-Man swings back to Sony unraveling G. What? If you thought superhero movie titles between pictures, Marvel Cinematics, the particular tangled web has been spinning. Decades, Infinity Wars, Captain, Contingent, social, gleeful skiing. Marvel wanted the ability to confine Spider-Man's share of the what? Hollywood has reported that Marvel wanted the ability to co-finance Spider-Man for a larger share of the profits, possibly 30%, possibly as much as 50%. Meanwhile, Sony claimed that the real problem was that Disney wouldn't let MCU architect Kevin Feige be lead producer on the future movies, thereby diminishing the value of Marvel's involvement. Actor Tom Holland reportedly has an option to portray Spider-Man for one more movie. Sony reportedly hopes for at least 2 more with Holland. But that all business. Okay, so Kevin Feige, I suppose he's like really good producer, and everybody's like, this guy knows how to show the best of these characters. And for him to leave or not want to do this, or them letting them go, like Disney letting them don't want him there, kind of destroys the idea that the movie's going to be any good, and that Disney will go with its own way and therefore ruin the movie. And I see the concern for some people, and I understand that, especially with these characters, they won't be the same anymore. And it's like, no, you can't do that. But what I don't understand is, how is it that the Iron Man series and the Avengers series actually did so well? Was it under Disney control, or did Marvel have a lot of control at the time? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't know. Anyways, I think some of you want to know about this, and I'm there with you guys. I'm going to keep reporting on this. Same thing with Venom. Oh, did you guys hear that there's a thought that some people are saying, like, Venom versus Terminator? No, not Venom. Spawn versus Terminator. You guys hear about this? Spawn versus Terminator? Can you believe that? I mean, I've seen crossovers before. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was something else, but I have seen Spawn versus the Bat. Yep, I've seen this one. In fact, I got this one. I wonder why it's $14.99 here as opposed to here. Look at this one, Miller, by Spawn versus by Miller, Frank. Used 406 million. What makes this guy think it's going to cost $406? Maybe, oh, wait a minute, that's a euro. Jeez. No, whatever. What is wrong with this one? I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, Okay, so that's what we got with that news. It's crazy. I don't know what's going to be the end of it. I don't know who's going to cave in, if anybody's going to cave in, or are they going to bring back Feige? Are they not going to want Feige? Is it over? You know what? Let's see here. Is Spider-Man, Sony, Disney over? What's the end of the news? Oh, here's another thing. Joanne Lee, child of Stan Lee, slams Disney over Spider-Man deal. That's another big deal. I was like, what? She actually got involved with this. She was also like, nobody's taking care of her dad, right? Or something. They're stealing stuff from him. Joanne J.C. Lee, daughter of the Stan Lee, says Marvel Disney lacked genuine respect for Stan Lee and his legacy. Lee comments arrive in reaction to recently reported spat between Walt and Sony over Marvel Studios' right to the use of Spider-Man in the cinematics. Sony right to produce Spider-Man and Sony's right to produce Spider-Man films, Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. Marvel and Disney seeking total control of my father's creation must be checked. Wait a minute, over Marvel Studio rights to use Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic. Oh, I see. And Sony's right to produce Spider-Man. So something's going on between Marvel. Okay, so Marvel and Disney work together probably. But Sony back in the early 2000s, I think, I can't really be sure, produced Spider-Man or bought the rights. But now Marvel and Disney seeking total control of my father's, whether it's Sony or someone else's. The continued evolution of Stan's character and his legacy deserves multiple points of view. Perhaps most shockingly told. Wow, Disney didn't even condolences of his father dying. That's messed up. Disney's reached out to me. Stan Lee made cameo appearances in 23 films. He's behind Marvel, spoke publicly about the debt they owe to Lee's work, including So yeah, I remember she spoke out. So what's Disney Sony standoff ends? Marvel Studios and movie Kevin. I want to see what's going on here, because this is the one I was looking at. I wanted to see what updated at 8:55. Sony Pictures spent much of yesterday trying to spin deadlines about the future Spider-Man. Perspective loss. First, the studio downplayed the idea he might then pinned his exit at a sponsor for the Fox acquisition. Declined to make statements. All was reflected factors, deadlines, break of an important regular story, but sources maintain that Feige exit was about money. It was about Disney seeking the 50-50 co-fi stake. Sources said Disney asked more. You want the price for Marvel and Ford, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated on this. I don't know what's going to happen. So, somebody's going to get the rights. Somebody's not going to get the rights. Somebody's going to get more money. But, alright. Anyways, the other news that I was excited about to talk about is Krypton. Guys, come on. You're telling me no Krypton anymore? Now, I have to admit that maybe some of the reasons it didn't do so well was because there's no superpowers. You know, I think the appeal of the Superman series is that there's powers greater than human beings or something like that, or the idea of imagining you could do this or that. And in Superman, and in Krypton, everybody's actually about the same, because obviously they're on the same planet. But I think some people do not care much about the storyline, since it, I don't know, maybe some people just cannot relate. You know, and I think that's probably it. That might have been it. That nobody really could relate to it. Not enough people to relate to it. You remember that movie Farscape? I bring it up because that did pretty well. And if that did well, why is it that Farscape did so well? I can tell you why it did so well. Totally understand why it did so well. So this was the show. Let me make sure something here going on here, because sometimes... Okay, it is. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, so this was a show that some people did not know or did know, but it was a good show. It had so many different weird characters. Hold on, let me go grab some. So, this movie, this show, has such extravagant characters. Weird, strange stories. And they were good. Now, I think the reason that this show did good, and it would have done well with Krypton as well, is that there is one element that actually, let me put this one up. I like this one. There is one element that we all could actually relate to. And I think that's what did so well for it. Look at all these characters were so awesome. Look at this one. This one is called Fargo. I forgot her name. She was hard to remember. But she was cool because she was kind of like odd and crazy. And like her perspective was very odd. I know, it was strange. And also, it reminded me of Cowboy Bebop's, that other technician character. She was odd too. It was like, they thought in, like computer mode. So strange. Anyways, back to Krypton. So the reason this show did so well is because of one thing. This character. This character, no matter where the show went around the galaxy or universe, well, not maybe universe, but whatever their galaxy was, the reason that we all could actually say, oh yeah, I'm into the show. The reason we could actually all come together is because of this one character. This one character brought us all together to the family, and that we as human beings could actually say, oh, yes, this character I can relate to. I can see why as a human being I would be lost out there. And he would also sprinkle things of 80s musics or 50s musics or slang in the 90s. I think that was an awesome thing to do. And these other characters, aliens, were like, what? What are you talking about? And he would say, like, in my home world, we say, ride 'em on cowboys. And they would be like, what? Or, buckle your boots. Or, or, oh, you're a cowboy with no hat. Oh, you're just a cowboy with a hat. Or what's what's the term Texas says? It has to do with you're all a hat. No, you're a cowboy with. No, you are a cowboy. No, okay, so you're not a No, you're all hat. You're you're a cowboy with. That's all hat or something like that. I don't know what the term is. Anyways, let's get back to Krypton. I think the reason that Krypton didn't do so well was because of that. There was no way to relate. The first episode, we were able to relate because there was a human. And we could say, okay, the connection is there. But the thing is, like, if you keep on going throughout the movie, throughout the show, there is no connection. There's like, they can talk about it. They can say, oh, this and that of some planet. But there was no real connection for us to be like, what? So there has to be a connection. So if any of you guys are going to do TV shows, you got to put a human element. Even if it's a dog or a cat. You know, we can all say, oh, that is part of our species. I mean, it's part of our home something. There's another show that did the same thing that was really good. You guys remember this show? This show, they went to different parts of the galaxy. And it was a TV series. And it did pretty well. It actually did many seasons. I think 5, 7 seasons. The reason this show did so well, even though they went to different galaxies and it had stories in there. See, that's the thing. There can be stories in different galaxies, but this element of human is what is needed for us as viewers to say, okay, we can actually sort of, relate to it. If it's not there, then we're like, what does this got to do with us? This is other beings from other worlds. It has nothing to do with us. Anyways, Stargate was awesome. This show was so cool. All right. Anyways, back to Krypton. So I think that's what Krypton. Lobo looks like a human, but still, I don't think it's good enough. And then you got what is it, Mastermind or something? I forgot his name. Yeah, I don't think anybody could actually. So I'll have to watch it. The thing is, like, when you start watching these shows and you start getting into them, and then they cancel it. Why did you guys cancel it? What other show that I hate that they canceled is this show. Oh, this was an awesome, fantastic show. I have the whole series. Why did they cancel it I think maybe something to do with money, but still, this show was awesome. It had everything. Everything. Characters were well developed. Costumes were well developed. Stories were well developed. And the human element was there, and we could relate, and we could go into the stars together and feel, yes. And the idea that it was part of the beginning of human beings going into exploration, just like back in early days of America. I think, and there were still cows being put on ships. I think that was crazy. Cows, cattle, sheep, chickens on spaceships to go to a different planet. It was like, what? You would think, you don't think about those things, but it made sense because in early days of exploration, human beings, how are they going to transport food? Livestock. Well, just like the cowboys back in the early days of American pioneers. Anyways, I think this was an awesome show. I haven't finished it all because maybe when I have kids and they start watching it, I'll probably watch the last episode with them, so then I can feel that last episode, that first time to see the show. Ah, it's a great show. Anyways, here's Krypton. Alright, well, that's the story about that. RAMBO 5. What? I was surprised that they actually came up with this. I don't know what it's going to be about. Kidnapped RAMBO crosses the U.S.-Mexico border to bring her home, but finds himself up against his cartels. Okay, I can see that. But see, the thing is, like, RAMBO going to Mexico, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to keep my ears open if it's any good, because you got to remember what RAMBO was about. I mean, RAMBO was like military going into battle with wars and stuff, and I don't know how this one is, but anyways, I don't know. We'll see how good it is. I can't say much about this one because I'm not too sure how it's going to do going to a different country that has no, like, a war, like Vietnam, World War II, or you know, or him coming into town by himself and the cops bugging him and stuff. So anyways, I don't know, we'll see. What's the next one? YouTube Red. Did you guys hear about this? YouTube Red is going to actually come for free. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure if it's true, but YouTube Red, so Cobra Kai is going to be actually for free, but I think it's going to have ads. So I just thought I'd let you guys know about that, because I actually paid for the YouTube Red for Cobra Kai, the first season. It was so good. The acting and some portions of it were not that good, a little bit, but for the most part it was awesome. They even show some images of the old movie. That was awesome. The only thing that was sad is that Miyagi's not there. That was sad because he's gone now. Although, as I did research on Mr. Miyagi, the actor, he was a comedian originally. I was not aware of that, because in the movie he seemed so serious. Any case, whatever. Alright, so that will round up all the news for today. I hope all of you have a good day. Keep the comments coming. Bad ones, good ones, whatever you guys want. Hit the subscribe button. Don't be shy about that. It helps the channel. It helps us keep on going. We're going to evolve from this. We're going to get better. But I just think it's great to have this kind of communication and talk with everybody, so then we can all have ideas and thoughts. It's stuff that bugs us. Alright. Anyways. Okay, so that's all I got for movie news. What's coming out? I don't see anything else that I'm interested in or hearing that's interesting. But I think the rumors of Avengers. Oh, did you guys hear about the Thor one? The actor of Thor. New Thor. Thor. It's that guy from, what's his name? From Blade Runner or something. Something, Blade Runner actor. New Thor. Blade Runner. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Blade Runner. Blade Runner. There he is. Ryan Gosling. I heard he's gonna be the new. Might be the new. Might. Don't take my word for that. But yeah. Could he be the Thor? I don't know. He was good in Blade Runner. He was good. Although Blade Runner wasn't that well done. It was okay. Kind of confusing. I don't know. You know the one I hope that they do so well? Oh, they better do a good job on this one. This is the one that I want. Oh, this is like a movie in the time. You remember Odyssey, Space Odyssey? Dune is like that. Dune is like one of those epicenter movies that changes things. Things that you can do that you never thought you could do in movies. So, yeah, this movie, I hope they do a good job on it. I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open for this one. Want to see who the actors are, what the story is. I'm going to go back and watch it just to remember more about the story. I did that with Blade Runner. I watched the first one again because I wanted to remember. That's why when I saw the new one of Blade Runner, I don't know. I understood what was going on, but it just wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. But it was cool that they brought the original Blade Runner, Harrison Ford, back. Anyways, all right. So that's it for movie news. Oh, was I blocking it? Dune, yes, Dune. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you in the next episode. All right. Ba-ba-ba-dum-bum. Movie news.